What is up, guys? We are back with another training video. You thought I was gonna start the intro, but I'm not.
Today, we have something unique and special in store because most of what we post, 100% of what we post is gonna be leg workouts, and a lot of it's gonna be glute focused. And so we are in fact doing that again today, but
A little different.
we're gonna show you guys multiple different ways to do, you were so right, the microwave was all the way on.
Yeah.
I didn't pick up on that until you said it. We're gonna be doing multiple different variations of glute exercises because there's so many different ways to do an RDL. There's so many different ways to do like a sumo squat and
Kickbacks,
glute bridges, like
hyperextensions.
all these things, right? So we're gonna show you guys several different ways to target your glutes so that way if your gym is limited to one piece of equipment and you don't have a fancy new tech gym, you don't gotta worry. You can still apply something to your own training.
It's also sometimes nice just to change out the modality because we get bored of doing the same movement patterns over and over and over again. But sometimes just a little switch in machines, like you're working in the same way, you're still putting the muscle at a mechanical disadvantage, which is ultimately the goal, but the change can be a little bit more motivating.
I wanted to see if it was actually French fries.
I don't think that it is, in fact, French fries. Maybe.
It's all right. All right, where are we starting?
We're gonna start with an RDL?
Yeah, we'll just jump right into it.
We're gonna jump right in.
Somebody very tall was on this.
With not very much weight.
Yeah, that's a interesting. Lower, yeah.
Yeah, just cause you're a little midgeter than me. I found my feeties.
Yeah. So what she's figuring out right now is how far forward or how far back to put her feet on the platform to keep the tension on her glutes and stay out of her back. For me, I normally like to put my feet like as far back as possible on the platform to stay out of my low back, but it varies person to person, I would say.
I think it just depends on your anatomy.
The other thing when we're doing RDLs on a machine like this is we're considering like how close are your feet together versus how wide are they. And both can activate your glutes. Some you can get a little bit more adductor, some you can get a little bit less. That's also gonna depend on the person, on their anatomy. For me, sometimes it depends on the day. Sometimes I'm going feet super close together, like inside of shoulders. Some days I'm going like sumo on it. Literally just depends. There's not really a wrong way.
Well, there's definitely a wrong way, but there's more than one right way.
Fair. There's not a wrong way with how far apart your feet are.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like that's hard to mess up. It's just what you're going for that day.
Yeah. I always feel like though when my feet are really close, it's a lot more hamstring for me than glute.
Yeah.
But it's like with any RDL though, the same mechanics are really going to apply, where she's like still staying really soft in her knees, and the push comes from the hinge. So it's not a bend, it's a hinge. Like if she were trying to touch the wall behind me. Weird way to think about it, but I think about like my hips opening up when I push back. You know, almost like I'm abducting through the back of it.
Yeah, this feels really good. Let's
Feel pretty good?
maybe one more set here and load it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So like a more advanced cue, I feel like too, with a top loaded thing like this, for me, I put my shoulders as far forward as I can on this. It just feels better versus like if my shoulders were all the way back here in the pocket, I'm like stepping into it and I'm all the way up here.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's science behind that. That's just what feels really good for me.
I wonder if it's having, like, if you're resting your shoulders against the back pad, if that makes you feel more like compacted. Because I see that, and that's why I struggle, like, sometimes when it feels too heavy. I think it's from the pressure here, not here. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So that's why I go shoulders, like, I'm not worried about this part at all. My shoulders, like, as far forward as I can go. Because, yeah, I think it does. It puts my back in a little bit better of a position.
Yeah. Million RDLs today. That's one of my favorites. Like, I really like RDLs right now.
Yeah.
I'm doing, like, anything I can to not do hip thrusts. Real tired of hip thrusts. Different shoulder position. I'm trying Courtney's shoulders. Interesting.
What do you think?
Sometimes I don't know what to do with my hands. It's good.
Yeah? Good?
Oh, I don't know if she meant to do it. The core. Have you guys saw it? The way she tucked and engaged the lower core. This is super important for protecting your back. Because we never want relaxing the core. Usually we do this, right? When you're too relaxed, if you're keeping your core engaged, then it supports the lower back because these work very synergistically. So a lot of times when people end up hurting their back on an exercise like a hinging motion, it's lack of core engagement or core strength, from what I've noticed.
I think it's really good for helping keep ab discipline on stage too.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people, what I've noticed from like training people more,
Yeah.
is that core is loosey-goosey.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like ab discipline, the whole training session.
I think I explain it in, I mean, same idea, but different cue, because I teach people to like breathe through the movement. So when you're exerting, you're breathing air out, which should like engage your core while you're, right?
Yeah, for sure. Your glutes and your core are like directly connected too.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you can think about both, it's a lot to think about. It'll help both.
I end up using my grips a lot when I'm doing bottom loaded exercises, like this.
I got knee wraps, wrist straps, cable, like kickback attachments, a light that goes on top of your phone for pictures, and normally I have a hairbrush, but apparently I didn't have that today. Oh yeah, and a lifting belt. That's the gym bag.
I had to go find the handle.
Oh, the triangle?
Oh no, there's one over here, I think.
We could use a bar too, but I like the triangle. I feel like the neutral grip on this RDL, it hits different and it's easier to hold on to without grips. Like on a bar, if I was gonna go really heavy, I would need the grips like this. I don't need the grips as much. Like when you're holding on to a bar for this versus this, like the neutral grip,
Yeah.
I like this grip.
I do too.
I feel like it's easier to hold on to without straps. And if you have trouble engaging your back or like keeping it tight, I feel like that attachment helps. Versus, I don't know why, because it's the same thing holding a bar, but this. Are you doing it to the beat?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I thought.
That's like a pretty cool dance move. This one I really like more like sumo on these. I always feel like I start this one too light.
So this is interesting too, like compared to the last point, both of our feet were towards the back of the platform. On this one, her feet are a lot more forward on it, and so are mine. So this is where the different variations, the cues are a little bit different.
Especially with the V grip.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this one a lot more.
So same movement, different variation, different foot stance, different grip, different engagement. She said she likes it a lot better.
I'm always back and forth between like back-loaded and bottom-loaded exercises. Bottom-loaded have been feeling a lot better lately.
The thing with bottom-loaded exercises too is like that we have to be careful about is you see those shoulders, you see that back, it's a lot. So like if you're borderline in your upper body for bikini, wellness, or fit model, when you're holding weight, it's basically an isometric hold on your upper body, which, I mean, depending on how heavy you go, like if you're not going super heavy, not gonna be a massive problem, but if you're pushing weight really aggressively, you know, you're gonna get a bicep pump, you're gonna get a back pump.
I also trained upper body this week.
I thought you looked bigger.
I'm
just kidding.
It happened one time, and it was just like, another cue I always think about on this one, or like when I'm more sumo stance, is at the bottom, and you can see she's doing it too. She pushes her knees out, like externally rotating the knees here, so she's getting that abduction movement at the top too. A little shaky shake.
And it's not heavy, but it feels good.
I know.
This is honestly a pretty light machine.
Yeah.
We could full stack this, but
Probably.
the ego lifting days are over.
Yeah.
But we could, and just know that.
I also know when, especially for RDLs, at a certain weight, when it's even like a little bit too heavy, I naturally overcompensate with my back. So as soon as it's like a little bit too heavy, my back takes over.
This just feels, I could do this all day long. These feel good.
I got one of these things with my last First Form supplement.
I love that.
I had to look up what it was for.
That's a next level koozie, honestly.
Because I take so long to drink my energy drinks, so it keeps it cold.
That's cool.
It's super cool.
I mean, that is an intense koozie.
I know.
The First Form, they do everything better, even the koozie. Even the koozie is top tier. That's funny. In case you didn't notice, our freaking shirts and tank tops, we are dropping merch. And it's pretty high quality, so.
Oh, no, Courtney's the one that found these. They're super, super nice material.
A really nice material.
Yeah.
Cover the traps, show the delts.
Well, not this.
That is a lot of back, it's a lot of shreds, it's a lot of strappy, and it's a built-in bra, right?
There is a built-in bra. I am still wearing a bra because I don't trust my boobs on leg day.
As you shouldn't. It's all right. Remember that one time we went to that concert and you're like, I was wearing this dress and she's like, Cora, I don't think that was meant to be worn with a bra. And I was like, trust me, bro. What were they playing? It was like When We Were Young playlist.
Oh yeah.
I think they were playing All Time Low and I was like, this.
Like at Stoney's, so.
My dress was down to here. My whole bra was out. She was like, good call.
Good call. Yeah.
Good call on that one. That was hilarious. That was the one time I got Sam to stay out till like 3 o'clock in the morning.
No, it's happened more than once. Just like once a year maybe. Because we stayed out way late for Aubrey's birthday.
Yes, we did.
That was fun though.
We had to though. It was her 21st.
It's our 21st. And you know, we stayed out pretty late while we were in Hawaii.
Yeah, we did. That's because we had to make the most of our waking hours. We only had 4 days there.
It's for sure not enough time.
Yeah, next time, minimum a week.
So, November.
Yes. The Olympia this year is in September. It's the 24th through the 28th. That's kind of nice though, having it a little bit earlier.
Yeah, no, that's super nice. Because it always used to be in September.
Yeah, that's better.
I feel like every year since COVID, it's like they're moving it back like a little bit more, closer to September again.
You know what else I wish we could do? Do you remember that reverse hack squat that we used to do at Fit Club? I mean, these hack squat machines are similar, but I feel like a lot of people's gyms don't have like what we just did RDLs on, like a good hack squat like that.
Yeah.
Ooh. If we fail, we'll keep it in the video. And you can see what it looks like to fail and move on and do something better that works.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I do not see one.
I didn't think so. It's all right. Hey! Keon's in the house. Oh my goodness, that was a good one.
I love my Versa grips, but because I have a lot of girls that'll complain like that their hands get sore, they lose grip strength before their legs get tired, which is why I use these. Also because my forearms are like a man's calves. I'm not trying to make those any bigger.
Hang on, we gotta do another RDL. We need another variation.
Oh, you want to move on to the single legs?
Or yeah, single legs with the ballerina.
Yeah.
One other one. Do you ever have people do it on a cable tower?
Yeah. I mean, I don't so much anymore unless it's like really limited equipment.
I don't either. But I have, I mean, these ones go all the way to the floor. But
Yeah.
do we need to, do they need to be standing on something?
You don't have to. It honestly, because it'll depend on how low the cable drops.
Yeah.
Because if it's a place like Planet Fitness, they don't come all the way to the floor. So you need a step to be elevated if it doesn't drop all the way. You know?
Yeah.
I have to math because we have kilos here, not pounds. We're gonna do a ballerina Bulgarian, which I like for a few different reasons. I feel like it can be a lot more glute focused for anybody that has knee issues, mobility issues. Like if you have tight hip flexors or adductors, this is great for mobility too. And if you have back problems or you feel like your lower back engages when you're doing split squats, it is like impossible to feel your back in these. And I know because I'm the back queen. So I set it up the same way I do as a split squat and parallel, right? So you could do weighted in both hands. I feel like that might be a little bit more advanced, but the movement pattern is gonna be the same as a split squat. And my left side definitely works better than my right side, so this is my awkward side. Courtney's got better mobility than me.
How can you tell?
Try to keep this hip forward, like don't dip through this when you're coming up. See how you're rotating back there?
I think so.
Which I guess like if you're rotating more here, it's not necessarily a bad thing. That's gonna be more adduction incorporation.
Okay.
To keep more glute isolation. Keep the hip here instead of here opening up. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like my right leg is kind of my bad side too, but we'll see. Does my range of motion look good?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's funny is you don't do it on this side.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So this is my better side.
Yeah. Well,
You can tell.
yeah. Because I can see your glute meat firing. And when you rotate out of it, you lose this.
So if I rotate this way?
Yes.
Ah, I see what you're saying. This is why it's so good to have somebody watch you. Like even when I'm doing a more normal exercise, I'll check with Sam, I'll be like, hey, does that look messed up? Because you don't always feel it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could feel like you're doing it right, and it still don't look right. I have clients send me videos of themselves training sometimes, and they feel like it's good, and I'm like, we need more depth. Or I've had them take a video and they're like, dude, I took one and I couldn't even send it to you because I can already see what's wrong. I'll send it next time. There's a lot of value in having eyes on you or videoing yourself. On to the next split squat?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, you got it. I forgot the energy drink. I know everybody's like, just get a bigger backpack. I'm like, no, I don't want a bigger backpack.
She has a bigger backpack, she doesn't use it.
Okay, we haven't done these in forever. I forgot about these one. So the cool thing about doing a split squat on a Smith machine like this is you can adjust the height to whatever you need it to.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the benches are like awkwardly high or awkwardly low. This gives you a lot more room to find that perfect height for that back foot to maximize your booty.
I think it's also because you like, when you start fatiguing, instead of completely losing your form, you can brace.
Yeah.
Get like that extra stability and kind of push past failure. Or just like when I had said the drop set of death, this is actually like it was a John Meadows thing. And it's a triple drop set with pause holds at the bottom. It's fucking brutal, but by the end of it, it is like just bracing and shaking against the machine.
So you need 3 dumbbells. So like this is a 35, right? So if let's say our heavy set was a 45. So we have like a 45, a 35, and then like a 20. And we start heavy, drop, pick up the other one, drop, pick up the other one. Wait, was there an isometric hold too?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, this is convenient because you can stabilize yourself. They're good ideas.
Only sometimes. Sometimes I have terrible ideas and I execute on them anyways. It felt pretty good. My quads are super sore today. That stretch feels like... I really do like the extra stability.
Yeah, me too.
That's nice. Man, I forgot about these. It was like, this is how I used to do these when my knees were too sore. So if like my joints are very inflamed. I want this bow up.
The back one?
Yeah. Squeeze.
Yeah, the stretch in my back, my quads are tight because my back quad. I'm more.
That's me too.
Honestly, this feels good. I feel like it'd feel better with my shoes off though. I might do that. I've been grounding myself.
I can't.
At the gym on the mats.
I can't, dude. I feel so icky.
It's a germaphobe thing?
It feels wrong to not wear my shoes in the gym.
I feel like I used to be that same way. For a long time, you remember I was.
Yeah. The only time I ever took my shoes off would be like if we were training in the prep center. Because I know that there's...
Because we clean the floors?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, because we clean the floors.
The other thing with split squats...
Huh?
I said the other thing with split squats, no matter like whether you're doing them here or on a bench, a lot of people I've noticed are afraid to bend their back leg. So like they'll try to do it with their back leg straight, and they're like, why does this not feel good? And I'm like, bro,
It's like you only feel it in your lower back.
there's a joint here. Like we can bend here,
Yeah.
Which granted, when our quads are tight, yeah, you feel the stretch, but we're still working that base leg. So this leg needs to bend. Like your whole body is kind of moving backwards in space a little bit to get into that pocket. So don't get caught like this.
Yeah. That's how I've always thought of it, is like when I'm going through the movement, like I'm trying to move my working knee behind me, right?
Yeah, like it's called a split squat, but we're not doing the actual splits.
I never thought about that. I mean, because I see it and that's a good cue. That's a good cue. Yeah.
The thing is, we could be in here for hours showing you several different ways to do the same exercise. Like we could show you split squats on literally like 5 different machines in here.
We could have an entire workout
just for split squats.
Just split squats.
Just for RDLs.
Yep.
Just for hip thrusts. But for the sake of our gains, we're gonna move on.
Also, we got to go to Cowboy Christmas today, so we can't be here all night.
Yeah, we got Christmas.
We have Christmas shit to do.
Western and rustic Christmas things to buy.
Yeah, things that I 100% do not need.
I know, it's like, you know what's the worst is when you go Christmas shopping, and you're supposed to be shopping for other people, and then you buy a bunch of shit for yourself and you're like, damn it, now I have to go again and spend more money.
That's how my Black Friday shopping started. I was like, because we were in Florida, and I was like, oh, I'll start Black Friday shopping. Went to probably 6 different sites and bought almost explicitly me things. Well, shit. Now I have to do this all over.
Leanne said our video is going to be helpful.
Especially for people like me, I need help with legs.
Or just like hit us up and we can train legs one day.
She definitely doesn't need help with shoulders.
Hit her up.
Look at those.
Maybe we can help each other.
Yeah. We should do it. Let's do a video with Leanne.
Yeah.
Coming soon.
Coming soon. Hit me up.
Leg day with Leanne.
Yeah.
Someone's got wrong weight somewhere.
Somebody dang flab it. Oh, there we go.
Oh, my Lanta. If we die, we die.
And we might look like assholes because there are machines specifically for this here, but
I'm okay with that. There's also machines here like explicitly for like a reverse hyperextension, and we still do it on a Smith machine.
we're doing this for you, not for us.
Yeah.
Because we have done this. When this is our only option, we've done it. So
Yeah.
we'll give it the old college try. And
I've never used this machine in any capacity before, so
whenever you're doing something for the first time, use just the machine.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
put any weight on it.
there's got to be a lower one. What about the midgets? All right,
It's all good. It's not like there's a lot of people around us.
it's all right.
There is a lot of people around us.
This is weird. I also have not done these in a long time.
I mean, I feel like the developed shoulders don't help, but it's all right.
Yeah, they're not working in my favor right now.
See, that one moves. Hang on, maybe we should lock it in. You see how the bottom pad moves? That's a really cool thing for when you're doing normal hack squats.
Yeah, that doesn't feel great. Doesn't feel great.
Honestly, I don't know if I can remember how to fix that.
And my nose is too big. It's hitting the pad.
Hold on.
Oh, can you lock it in?
Yes.
Oh.
And that's what I'm saying. I think I just maybe, wait, if there's gonna be a knob, you know what? No, but that's cool.
That goes up and down. Oh shit, check that out. Whew.
I think
right.
there's another knob.
Is it this one?
No, maybe. Oh wait, you're correct, it is that knob.
Is it that one?
Yeah, but there's normally a handle on it. Whatever, the handle's not there. She knew what it did. All right, let's see.
This is like a clickbait exercise here.
Oh wait, no, it's definitely not locked in. But I see how to lock it in. It's all right. It doesn't really matter for this exercise anyway.
That does not feel good.
All right, well,
Do not recommend.
so we can't demonstrate that variation today. There are machines. Do you know what it was Body Masters, right?
Body Masters is one of them. Arsenal has one too.
So Body Masters and Arsenal
That's on the slide.
they have a hack squat that looks a lot like this. but it's different because the shoulder pads come out a little further. And so you can do a reverse hack squat for your glutes specifically on that machine. Yeah, this one
This is not the move.
That's not the move. All right.
Secret to these is having the safety on so that you don't have to try to re-rack it with your feet.
So that's where you start. Yeah, that's where you start and end it. Do we do 10s or 25s?
Let's start with the 10. It's nice to have a bench that stays in place.
Yeah, when we're at other gyms, some benches are really rolly, so we would have to be like pushing or grabbing something to prevent the whole thing from going forwards. It just adds an element of, what do we call it? A little bit of risk to the exercise.
This is a really good booty squeeze though.
That looks really good. Let's see how this one.
Oh, see now we're getting into the influencer stuff.
I feel like that's too.
It's pretty good.
I accidentally went a little too forward. You don't want to be too forward on that.
This is a cool variation of
Yeah, do you want to?
kind of like a split squat, I guess. But this one, on the hack squat, see how she's rotating in her hips? If you look in, like, you can see her glute stretching at the bottom and seeing the whole thing engage at the top. So this one, with her stance where her knee's bent at like a 90-degree angle, so again, knees on top of ankle, her foot is angled a little bit out. So this is all glute.
This one's cool too because what I always tell people is you want your hip to drop below your knee.
Yeah.
It's very easy to get a deep stretch and get that hip below that knee, so we're stretching the glute all the way.
So another one that's really good, like if you have knee issues, if you have mobility issues, machines can help that a lot because you get the extra stability from the machine. So there's not as much like stabilizing work.
Yeah. And I like.
We kind of just made these up the last time we were here.
Yeah, I like the unilateral stuff too because we all have a side that's like better or takes over or that's a little more dense or one leg that's a little bit longer. So like while unilateral stuff is annoying, when it's engaged like this, because you have to really think about your form, and when you feel it really good, it's gonna be better for balancing your physique, especially if you're advanced. And it's still kind of annoying because it's one side at a time, but whatever.
I have one day on my training split is all unilateral legs. My brain gets very bored with it, but it is good. Can you scoot back a little bit more?
Back this way?
A little bit, yeah. So when you're setting up, and this might be a good one to do like the first time you're doing it, try it with a partner or someone to spot you, just to watch the form. Because if you watch where her knee's setting up here, again, this is like a 90-degree angle. And when she's coming up, squeezing all here through the glutes, and again, like never hyperextending through the back. But in this variation, so again, if you feel like when you're doing hyperextensions, your back takes over, this is a good way to isolate your glutes without getting your lower back involved.
Do my glutes look super juicy?
Your glutes look super juicy. Honestly, your hamstrings look super juicy right now.
This feels really good. I feel like we could definitely do 25s.
Yeah.
I feel like too, whenever we're training glutes, we do a lot of supersets. Like minimal rest in between because we're really not pushing as much weight as we can. Like I joked earlier about being able to do the whole stack on the RDLs. Totally can, totally have tried, but it's like, that's not the best for isolating the glute, because like Sam said, your back gets involved, your hamstrings get involved. So it's like moderately boring, honestly, which is why it's cool to have a buddy. But the supersets create intensity. They add to time under tension. And it's like, we're working the muscle in different ways. Like even on something like this, we're we're stretching it, but this one's more about the top and the contraction, whereas this one's more about the stretch.
Yeah.
So it's like a lengthening focused exercise versus a shortening focused exercise. And I think that, like, without even really thinking about it, on a lot of the supersets we do, that's what it looks like.
I agree.
We go over, like, if we're gonna do any kind of kickbacks, like the side hip abduction versus the one with the knee versus just a normal kickback.
Yeah.
Like that's 3 different variations right there that we could do in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do that.
That, the hyperextensions, and then call it. Boom, we have a
Go
plan.
shopping. Buy things we don't need.
Yeah, but it's gifts, hopefully, for other people
But it's
and not
Christmas.
ourselves. And what do you want for Christmas?
I don't know. I got something for you.
You did?
Yeah.
See, I gotta know what you want. I have ideas, but I need to
I want
execute.
to go back to Hawaii, really. That's what I want to do.
Boom, I guess I'm booking another trip away.
Yeah, that's what I told Steve too.
Literally, yes.
I actually almost texted you today to ask if you wanted your Christmas present now because I was really excited about it.
Oh, you're one of those. It's like that meme that's like, no one. Me, do you want your Christmas present now? My mom is like that. I did push that set a little more, just because I honestly don't feel my quad at all on those. And I'm almost thinking about when I'm extending my leg, pushing myself into the machine this way. Keeps it all in my glutes and my hamstrings a little bit. That felt really
shit,
good.
dude. It closes at 4.
Oh shit, we're not gonna make it. What about tomorrow?
Yeah.
We'll figure it out, right?
Yeah. It kind of sucks.
I know. This is why we never do things or go places, because it's like, it completely interferes with the work schedule.
Four is so early. Like, what about the people that have jobs?
I know. Big booty pump.
I also did some cardio before this though, so I think it's just like leftover sweat. All right, hypers machine.
With the hip pad.
Yeah. If you do not have a 45-degree hyperextension, doing it on a Smith with a hip pad you can do. a little bit more challenging. It does help to have like plates or something behind your feet so your feet don't slide, but you can get the same range of motion placing your hips on the pad here. Stretch glutes at the bottom, squeeze glutes up from here. So if you're using weights, you could even use resistance bands like against the machine to give yourself extra resistance here. But it's going to be the same range of motion, very similar movement pattern to a 45-degree angle. And with that one, when you're like glute focused, you do want the pad more like on your pelvis bones. So it's gonna support your hips. And when you're coming down, never rounding or hyperextending the back. So back stays neutral. And I'm just stretching and squeezing through my glutes. Courtney explained it once as like the opposite of a hip thrust. I thought that was really interesting, but then when I picture it that way, I was like, oh no, that makes sense.
All right, so this one is, in our system, a glute ham raise, or like a bent leg hyper to focus on the glutes. So the key is you want your knees to kind of drive into this pad, because if your knees are too on top of it, it becomes like a Nordic curl. This is not a Nordic curl.
Which means hamstrings.
Yes.
I feel like Nordic curls, like no one does Nordic curls anymore. Even though they should, because they're killer.
What? Start doing Nordic curls. Just kidding. But anyways,
Do you remember that time we were doing Nordic curls and you kept falling in your face?
I wasn't strong enough, and I actually, and that's the video. So there's always the screens at Fit Club that play it. I face planted 3 times in one video. People loved it.
And then just kind of bounced there.
Even with a band. I used a band to help stop me from falling, and I fell anyways.
Sorry, go ahead.
All right, so anyways, this is not that. This is knees kind of driving in here. My feet are flat on the platform. We are 90 degrees essentially, and it's a hip extension. So my upper body is gonna stay the same. I'm gonna come down. You don't need a super big stretch. Like, you don't need to come all the way down to here. We wanna keep tension, and then you want your upper body to come up all at the same time. So it's our glutes that are under tension, squeezing till we get a big stretch right about here, and then we are squeezing up. I'm thinking about driving my feet into the platform and squeezing like a hip thrust. I'm almost thinking about like pushing my hips this way. So I'm thinking about my hips going forward, but I'm not like hyperextending my back. So my hips are forward as they can go before all that happens. We don't want that. We want this. So my core is still tight and engaged. Here.
Hamstrings are juicy.
Thank you.
Yeah. Once upon a time, I used to be bigger than Courtney.
This feels really good on the glutes though. Honestly, I never really do these with weight. Like, I don't hold a dumbbell, I don't have a band. Just body weight, like towards the end usually is enough.
I'll do maybe like tempo, where I focus like on a really controlled tempo down and holding it longer at the top. But anytime I try to add weight or bands to it, again, I have that like my back is like, oh, we're working out.
Yeah. I have a lot of clients who really like these too.
I feel like once you understand them, they're great.
Yeah.
Like, I'm taller than you. I have also found what really helps me is I think about my feet pushing through the back pad.
Yeah.
Because if your feet are just like, if you're on your toes or your feet are just like lightly in there, it's gonna be not glutes. Do you have any tips on the foot positioning? Or is like you have a preference that you like?
So Sam's toes are turned out a little bit. I honestly keep mine straight and just kind of in line with my shoulders. Like I don't have them super narrow. I'd say I have them wider like you do. I just don't turn my toes out as much, but I'm also, again, my legs are shorter than Sam's, so that's a little bit of a tough position for her.
I say it's more like so that I fit here, I have to turn my toes out,
Yeah.
otherwise I'm way too tall. But when we talk about adding intensity without weight, it's like I was saying with the tempo, coming up really slow, holding here. Really boring to go super slow, but it is a very good burn.
I'm gonna go grab a band to show this other one. Hey, Jim. Good, how are you?
Know how much I love tempo work. There's Santa Claus walking down my street.
Oh, snap. Look at that.
Look at that Santa.
I think this will work.
I guess that does.
You see how short it is? That's what I mean. This is kind of a shorter band. I was all right.
Are you trying to go through it?
Yeah. I'm gonna put my body into it.
Okay. Teamwork.
Because it's like on these, yeah, like you could hold a dumbbell. I like this, where I'm kind of through it here. It goes around the shoulder, and then I grab it here. So, oh wow, I totally could have went under the floor, but whatever. So you come down. Wow, yeah, this one. So this band, it has to be down here. Because you want it to keep tension the whole time.
Yeah.
Honestly, if it wasn't for the ponytail, I could do it. Okay. So here, we're stretching at the bottom, squeezing up, keeping our shoulders rounded. So the key to these, to keep it in your glutes and not your back, is to actually let your shoulders roll forward, tuck your chin, and keep it that way all the way through. You also don't need to extend super high. You're only coming up until you get a glute squeeze.
Yeah.
You could do these just body weight too. I like the band. I like the band better than a dumbbell, but there's lots of people that will like hold a plate or a dumbbell on their chest.
Yeah. I used to do them with a loaded bar, just like letting the loaded bar hang.
Yeah. I don't know how you want to do those, or if you want to.
You want to go do kickbacks?
Yeah. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
Look at that, I used my backpack for something.
Oh, they match your outfit.
Yeah.
Really
Color.
matchy.
So for these, when you're doing the setup, you're only going to be able to use like one of the rings because they're too far apart on most people's leg. So that's okay. So I'm actually going to start, if I do these ones first. Well, I'll do this one first because you're on that. No, I'm going to do my bad side first. So Sam likes this with the cable like behind you. So where your base leg is standing in front, here.
Important thing on these too, when she's at the bottom of the range of motion, she's like sitting and collecting into this hip. So glute is stretching this way, and then we also get that rotation in the range of motion. Yeah, flex your foot. So really, both glutes are working. This one's gonna be working more. So here she is getting glute max, but a lot of it is the rotation through her glute med. So glute med is stretching completely here at the bottom of the range of motion, contracting and abducting here at the top.
Boom. I like to do these with the cable in front too. I don't know why.
I've noticed because Jenny, when I do these with Jenny, and like you, she's got a shorter femur, and she does better with her knee in front. So maybe it's just because of the
Yeah.
like the length of my.
I mean,
femur.
It feels good both ways.
Yeah.
I just feel more, so like, I feel like when the cable's behind, like you feel it probably more in your base leg. The reason why I like it like this, I actually feel it more in this one. So because this one is like, your foot is out in front, I get a stretch and a contraction here. But I mean, you feel it in both, you know what I mean? Because like your base leg is working regardless. You can just push your hip forward and get a different stretch here. That's really hard.
This one's much shorter range of motion now.
So with this one, you see how her chest is up and like her chin is kind of up? This is one of the ones where I feel like keeping your core tight, there's a little bit of rotation. She's turning her toe out as she kicks up. And this is more like thinking about your back pose. Personally, I mean, it depends on the day. Most of the time I like it behind. On a weird off day, I like it in front, I don't know.
I'm also, through all of it, like my glutes are squeezed, so my hips sit forward.
Yeah, that's a good cue. Pushing your hips forward on these and not back.
So the whole time.
So it's not like a back pose in that way. Like her chest is up and she's keeping her upper body posture really good, but pushing the hips forward is gonna help isolate that glute med even more.
It is a super short range of motion though.
Yeah. When your base leg is stabilizing, so both are squeezing all the time. So like, especially if you don't take a break in between sides, like that base glute is gonna be on fire, which is kind of awesome.
Pretty awesome.
I'm kind of loving that tank top, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, it looks really good.
This would be like a going out tank top almost.
I know. So when we're doing coach shit and we're trying to be cute, that would be, that's where she shines.
It's like maybe like a final shirt.
We were supposed to have all the merch, all the prototypes today, but the embroider's kind of taken forever because it's Christmas and a lot of people got orders. That's okay.
Which I never really thought of. Like,
I'm just really excited about it, so I want it right now.
who am I gonna embroider stuff for Christmas?
Final variation here is gonna be just a normal kickback. I mean, well, we could do one more if you want, where it's behind leg. I mean, we don't have to do more. We're doing so much already. All right, so the final variation is gonna be the cues here. So I've never said these because I didn't think about it, but I was critiquing somebody today and then I thought about it. So your base leg actually matters a lot, and like the angle of your upper body matters a lot. So like if I'm doing a kickback and this base leg, my hips are forward and I'm trying to kick back like this, honestly, that doesn't feel too bad, but this is not gonna be, actually feels kind of good, honestly, but
That's because your glutes are already pumped.
my glutes are already pumped. I don't feel anything at this point, but this is not ideal, right? So when we're with that base leg, you want to actually push your hips back behind. You don't need to be like perpendicular to the floor, but like when you hinge forward, you want your weight to be in the glute because that's what's going to save your back, because you can get into your back on these if the weight is too heavy or if you're in some weird spinal position. So I generally say keep your glutes pushed back, so this foot needs to be close enough to the cable tower that you're not like this. And then when
I think that looks really cool though.
and then when we're kicking, so we're thinking about extending our legs straight, not necessarily just like going as high as we can, even if that looks like bending. So I'm gonna bend at the bottom to get a better stretch. I'm gonna think about extending my leg out straight, holding the contraction for just a second, controlling the negative. And then obviously keeping my abs tight.
We see also what she's doing here. We see how her hips, like she keeps her hips square to the floor, so she's not like overly rotating on her way up. So it's not like a this, right? This is glute max, big booty.
In the bend at the bottom, that's just gonna help you get a little bit more of a stretch on that glute.
Mm-hmm.
And you can also, like if you're having trouble with your hip, if you squeeze your base glute, that's automatically gonna put you in the proper body position here. Because we don't wanna bend our, like if this leg is too bent and I'm doing a kickback like this, that gets weird. I mean, you can, but try to keep this leg straighter and squeeze, not have it all bent here while you're trying to do this. Would you agree?
Yeah, it just shortens your range of motion. Me, I don't like bends, but I don't lock it out either.
Yeah, so this is like locked out, soft bend, too much bend.
Yeah.
So like, that's a good point. It's a soft knee. It's not totally locked out. It's soft, squeezing here. And then abs tight.
Abs tight. Hips squared. Do you want to show one when I'm talking about like the overly rotating the hips? Do you want to do one where you show what that looks like?
Yeah.
Because I do see it a lot. You're not getting anything extra out of this.
Like your body's to the side.
You're actually losing tension on your glutes if you're doing this.
Yeah, this doesn't even feel right. So we don't want to do that.
But if it is, if you find yourself doing that, chances are the weight is too heavy. So drop it down, keep your hips squared off to the floor. And if you find yourself rotating, that is what we call technical failure.
All right, you just watch us do a whole bunch of random exercises combined into a workout.
And it is what a lot of our leg days look like. A lot of it is going to be like what feels good, what variation feels best. We have a lot of days where we'll start on one machine, say, I feel like RDLs, we do that a lot. Like, this feels like shit today, and then go do it on a different machine. So that's where it's really nice to like have the knowledge of variation so that if you're not feeling it, there's more options.
Yeah, and the reality is what we showed, I mean, we showed a few variations, but you could also do RDLs on a Smith machine, with a barbell, with dumbbells. Like, that's 3 more variations that we didn't even get into.
On a cable?
Yep, we didn't, yeah, well, no, we didn't show it on the cable.
We didn't do the cable because there's too many people on the cables.
But yeah, that's a whole thing. Maybe that's like a shorter form video that we do. Next time that we train, we'll probably do just like a normal workout, so we'll put a lot of these things into play, because we do a lot. Like, we did one superset, but a lot of these things, like, so we're not just doing, especially when it's unilateral, and if you're training with a buddy and you're like waiting on them to do a unilateral exercise, shit takes forever. Yeah. So, like, we try to superset unilateral with unilateral if we can, so that way, like, we're keeping the time under tension, we're not resting for too long in between sets, because when it comes to glutes, again, it's not the most weight, it's the moderate weight with the most time under tension and the most intensity.
That's true. I mean, I feel like a lot of that's very true for a lot of aesthetic building. I always tell people the way you move the weight matters more than how much weight you move.
Yes, always.
Always.
Like, even like when we're training people, I feel like, you know, like you see, like, and don't get me wrong, we post some really big lifts every once in a while, but like we'll see people posting it like freaking leg pressing 7 plates aside. Like, we could kill you with 2. We could kill you with 2, for reals. We could make you start tearing up with just a booty band, honestly. Real shit.
That's real.
Little off. I got sidetracked.
That's all right. We went on a side quest, but we were saying next time it'll be a little bit more of like what we are actually doing, like going through a full leg glute workout together. But here, just providing like nuance, variation, some ideas of how to switch things up. Like I said before, really good for if you're feeling super bored, like you're in the middle of a mesocycle, you're like, I am so freaking tired of doing kickbacks. Here's another variation, you know? For sure. So if you guys like this kind of video, make sure you give it a like. If you want to see more of us going over different variations, make sure you drop that in the comments, because this is definitely not something that we naturally default to. Make sure you subscribe, click the bell button, and we'll see you next time.